And welcome in to another episode of the Washed Up Walk-Ons, brought to you by FanDuel and Gray's Gourmet to Go. And I haven't updated the bottom there, but a few more that we'll talk about tonight as well. We are going to bust into a lot of topics tonight. We have a lot going on. Grant and Kevin, it's been a fat weekend of football that we are still within. There's a game. The game started, right?
Fat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, PHAT fat weekend of football started on Thursday night, and it will end tomorrow night with the last. Was this the wild card round of
Super
the NFL?
wild card weekend?
Super wild card weekend, of which the Denver Broncos are not playing.
No,
because they were the 1 seed.
Hey, somebody had to do it. Someone has to be the 1 seed. Might as well be us, right? I will say. Not that I want to play a team 3 times in a row, but kind of hoping the Chargers pull off something fun here because I do not want to play Josh Allen and the Bills either as well as a reward for getting the 1 seed. But it's the NFL. Everyone's pretty good, especially in the playoffs. So I think it'll got to be in them at some point if you want to win.
Illustrated by these first 4 games. My God, have these been some good games?
Every game, banger.
Banger. You guys know I'm not tuned into the ball much. I've caught bits and pieces and actually most of every single one of these football games, and every single one's just coming down to the last 2 minutes.
That's what I wanted to ask you. We just discussed capital, fat with a PH weekend of football. How much football were you dosing? Were you microdosing football this weekend? Were you macrodosing football? What was
I would say I was more than microdosing. Let's see. I watched all of the semifinal games for college football playoff.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. I watched most of yesterday's NFL games, and I caught probably half to 70% of today's game so far.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I threw it to you guys, because I know you guys habitually probably watch a little bit more than me, but this is when it gets. It's like the NBA, and I'm not even sure the NBA is like this anymore. You'd have to tell me. It felt like for a long time there, it's like the NBA is only fun to watch when the playoffs come around.
Depends. That's kind of
It's certainly an individualized fan thing, but for me, it felt like they started trying more, and the games were better. It was better.
Yeah, it's just different than football because you got like 82 games. They do the load management stuff, so know there's definitely, it seems like games where they're more interested in winning from like a franchise standpoint. But I wouldn't say I don't know. I've seen some pretty great regular season NBA games. I wouldn't go as far to say that.
So I've caught a lot of ball this weekend, and we're going to talk about some of that. We're also going to talk about, me and Eichholt did an episode on Tuesday, and it wasn't old news, but there was already new news. Don't come after us, Kelsey Brothers, for the new news quote there.
So
you guys clearly don't listen to their podcast.
No.
You would.
Is that one of their segments?
Yeah, new news.
I feel like they don't get they didn't invent the idea of news.
No,
it's not
new news.
It's not. Hey, I get what is it, New Heights or whatever? Like they got more than 10 listeners, I'm sure, but it's
much more.
Man, come on.
It's
with the news.
For those who listen, they get it.
Ron Burgundy obviously did that.
We immediately, after Eichholt and myself recorded that podcast last Tuesday morning, that afternoon was when Cohen and Tringer entered the portal. I think we picked up a couple guys in those following hours. And then since then, all the way up until Sunday today, we have 3 new commits as of the last 8 hours. So there's a lot to talk about. On the title of this thing, I put more portal. Because that's really the season we're in right now, and that portal is still open for another 5 days. So I don't know what craziness could go on. It continues to. It's just a constant flow of entries and commitments on social media right now, and we'll try. Again, I'm not like Mr. Iowa Hawkeye portal guy to have all the information right now. We don't know hardly anything about a lot of these guys, but we know what they did before they came, and that's at least something to mention, and where they were before this. And a lot of these guys are probably going to step in as a starter. That's kind of who it's who a lot of people are trying to find in the portal. They're trying to fill holes and trying to fill holes, Kev. And I'm coming to you, Kevin, here in a second, because we actually, before we get into any of this conversation, there's a congrats in order. Why don't we just go there first? Congrats to Kevin on a new title, assistant to the regional manager. Any Office fans around here?
I was gonna say, is this like a little?
Yeah, this. I had ChatGPT switch up the Dwight Schrute assistant to the regional manager business card for Kevin, because not that I'm perusing the LinkedIn feed very often, but I popped on a couple days ago and I'm like, oh, Kevin's got a new title. He posted about his new. I don't know if it's a promotion or what. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. I saw that there was.
Kevin, I care about your promotion. Congratulations, if it's actually a non-office related promotion. I'm very confused right now.
Thank you, Grant. I appreciate that.
Very a little lost on that one. But what happens if I call that phone number on there?
Well, that was the phone number on the original business card. So I don't know. It might go to Scranton, Pennsylvania. I'm not sure. Eric, he is.
Hope you didn't just air out Kevin's phone number there.
No, that was also a fake phone number. Is he still president and CEO of the company? Yes, he is, but he now has the assistant to the regional manager title as well. So congrats on that, Kev. I wanted to hit back quickly on a question that I was asked last week and I just didn't address it. And it was one of those that I meant to work in there. There was a fun little, and I can't remember who it was from, but it was from one of our longtime listeners. And they're like, hey, if the portal was alive, like it was now in 2015, and it's the way he worded it was the Tyler Kluver era of Iowa football, and LeVar Woods takes the job at Michigan State or elsewhere, does he consider transferring? Probably not, but I don't think I don't know if I'm the best use case there to consider or try and make an analogy for like how tempting it would be to enter the portal. One, I did not commit to Coach Woods as the special teams coach. He was not involved with special teams when Kevin and I entered the program in 2013. Lester Erb was the special teams guy and running back coach the year before we came into the program, and then ended up leaving actually that summer right before we came in. Coach Chris White took over as running backs and special teams coach. So Coach Woods was not a part of the equation, although I certainly would have committed to Coach Woods. But he was not the reason I was at Iowa for any means. And I was also starting in 2015, 2014. Like I started 4 out of the 5 years I was there. And so I didn't necessarily have I'm not getting playing time sort of gripe, or I'm not getting a chance. Now, you could say like, well, what if you got offered more money? I'm just not sure at the long snapper position someone was going to be out there just flaunting dough for your boy to really pull me away from Iowa City in a starting role. But I see what you're getting at there. Yeah, I mean, every single one of these guys has to consider it, right? It depending on what someone's willing to pay them, or at least they're told that they're willing to pay them. Such a shady, just slimy market out there right now, Kev.
Yeah. And it's really interesting with like all these coaches, the coaching carousel goes every year, has for a long time. But like a lot of these guys are sticking around through bowl games or whatever. Like, are you telling me there's zero tampering happening there?
No, it's 100% tampering.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how I think they work around it, right? So Kevin Ward, I'm your agent. Congrats. People know that. People know who represents a player. Okay. Grant Allen is the head coach at Texas. And he needs some more Longhorns. He's looking for a Longhorn safety / linebacker special teams guy and a culture guy. And so he goes to your agent. And sure, you can't contact the player, right? But the coach can go contact the agent, I'm pretty sure, and say, hey, I know you got a few guys, wink, wink, on your client list there. Really looking for a special teams guy. Need a guy who could maybe play backup linebacker. Need a special teamer. You got any of those? Wink, wink.
There's definitely some backroom deals going on in the Grand Island Center for Champions, for sure.
Center for Champions
down in Austin.
So I just think it's too easy of a workaround right now, and it is what it is. Thanks to whoever scanned that QR code, by the way. I get a notification when someone does that. I don't know how that technology works, but shout out to them. Join the Army. We have a new tier system. Old Patreon members are all kind of grandfathered in. There's nothing changes for them. But for those who will sign up starting in the new year and beyond, the new Patreon tiers are named differently. So we got some new members of the special teams unit and the Hawk Team 6 over there on the Patreon. Shout out to you, Anna Kane Grant. Grant's kind of gets
it's money laundering.
You're on the special teams unit, evidently. And Hawk Team 6, that top level Patreon, which is going to get a lot of the film room benefits, already started to see some of those come through on the exclusive side over there. Drew, Jacob, Ben, Adam, Richard, Jeremy, and Colin, all part of Hawk Team 6 on the Patreon page for the walk-on. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, Kev, what would how much temptation would there have been? How much would Kevin Ward have considered the portal? I mean, you were a guy who, you were a guy. Oh, let me finish. You were a guy who was not starting for the Iowa Hawkeyes, but you weren't a bad football player. Clearly, you ended up being one of our team captains. What if, I suppose this would be sort of a reverse way the portal works, but what if like somebody in the MAC or a school that they needed a guy, they needed a linebacker, and they're not going to be able to pull somebody in with $500,000 to come play linebacker for them. What if they came to you and they're like, hey, you're playing special teams for the Hawks. You're making 50 G's over there. What if we pay you $200,000 to come play outside linebacker for us? How much would it have taken to get you away from Kinnick and D1 and, like something like that? I don't know if that scenario
doesn't sound at all plausible.
You don't think so?
No. I would honestly be curious to see what the highest paid MAC player was this year.
It would be interesting to know. Yeah.
Because I doubt there's any MAC player making $200,000.
Probably not. You don't think some of the QBs are?
I doubt it, man.
They just can't pay the money.
I don't see it. Maybe there's one or two out there making that much money. Regardless, even in our era, transferring down was not that rare of a thing for guys who like realize they're kind of buried on the depth chart and you just want to go find somewhere to play, whether it's FCS, a lower level FBS program, or it's what really wasn't even that rare when we were around. So, if guys were getting paid more to do that, would it have happened? Yeah, for sure.
I guess. More exciting news on our front, by the way. I know as we've gotten into the middle 600s here on the numbered episodes, we've talked about how we've got a lot more than that because of the Dickhead Tuesdays and the taglines and all the episodes that we've done under this umbrella. I went back and found exactly how many podcast episodes the Walk-Ons have posted. All included. You'd have to be part of the Patreon from day one if you wanted to hear all. Take a guess. How many? How many do you think we're at? This is episode number
of everything.
Everything.
1012.
You're so
Would
close.
you guess 1012? Okay, I'll go 1013.
It is this right here as we sit here and talk is the 1007th episode.
What a guess.
The boys have crossed over the 1K mark. So that's crazy.
It's a good thing.
Probably not in the world where every time there's a podcast clip that comes across social media, the first comment is tariff the podcast equipment. Being a podcaster, I don't know, maybe not the best thing, but for the people that show up week in, week out for us and listen to our Hawkeye fun and BS is, yeah, I guess it is a good thing for them. So that was a fun little note. And then what was this? I had a link. Oh, yeah, this is just to the portal conversation. Grant and Kevin, as you guys know, we're big JMU Dukes, adjacent podcast here. Big time. Well known. Been talking about it for years now, actually. And that has been fortified and re-upped. We have all the stock, and we will continue to have all the stock of JMU as our adjacent podcast, as we have added in the portal 2 JMU Dukes from this past season, 2 playmakers as well. Trent Wilson was the first one, I believe, that committed the other day. As a true freshman this past season, he appeared in all 14 games for James Madison on the offensive line. I believe he is let me make sure here on the I've never been on the transfer portal tracker website as much as I have been the last week. 6'4", I'm sure he's more than 260 pounds at this point. He's out of South Lake, Texas, down there in Grant's land. Down there in Grant,
Very generous of you to call the entire state of Texas my land, but
well, interior offensive lineman, 3-star.
South Lake's serious high school football, though. That's not
serious football.
Are.
And the other Duke that we got, Tyler Brown. This could be a big one too. Tyler Brown was like a dog for the JMU Dukes this past season. And I want to say this too. I feel bad about JMU losing their entire football team because I think every team, I think they've lost every starter from this year, of which was a playoff year for them.
2 years after they happened to them again.
It's tough to be being the best G5 is not it's just not a fun place to be when the season ends. It's fun during, I'm sure. But you get absolutely raided. I mean, you get picked through. I'm trying to go back and find.
I mean, how long before JMU joins the ACC?
Right. Yeah. They've already made the jump up. That's James Madison
transferred. Go from playing on the CW to playing on the CW. I'm sure that's going to be really it's going to be really enticing to them.
It'd be a crazy TV contract. The safety Tyler Brown from JMU totaled 80 tackles, 5 TFLs, 1 sack, 1 interception on the playoff team from this year. And that's big. It's even bigger when 5 days ago, our starter captain, defensive stud,
you can do this.
Really? Mm-hmm. Cohen Entringer enters the portal out of nowhere. So we got to fill that. And before that happened, we had already added a safety from Villanova. I believe he was an FCS All-American. In Anthony Hawkins, 6'3", 170 out of Villanova last year. Now we have this Tyler Brown kid. And then today we added another safety. We're getting a lot of safeties.
So is this within reason for me to believe that if they were able to get the guy from JMU so quick, they already got the guy from Villanova, and if we just picked up another one, they knew Cohen was leaving before he said he was leaving.
Man, I
There's
really
no way. 3, dude, you got 3 safeties.
Grant,
and it was just a coincidence that there's no way.
I have no idea, man. I don't know why. We're all sitting here on Sunday night, and I think everyone is still wondering, sort of guessing that it's about a bag, but Cohen yesterday announced he was going to Louisville.
Wish him well. I wish him well.
Does Louisville have that much more money to pay a safety than Iowa does?
I don't know. Those hey,
I know what he was going to get at Iowa.
that bourbon business is pretty big. All right, they make a lot of coin going around there. A lot of
It's been a tough year for the bourbon
money
business, man.
Is it?
People aren't drinking as much. Canada is boycotting our liquor. It's a tough year for the bourbon business.
What about the horse business? How's the horse business?
That's recession proof.
Say Kevin's a horse guy. We gotta chat up the ponies here real quick, but
lot of speculation around this move by Cohen. Obviously, my initial thoughts were, somebody's coming in to nab him up with an absolute bag of all time. Like Texas Tech, who I guess was maybe rumored to be one of the teams looking at him, or somebody with just unlimited money came to get a safety. But then he commits to Louisville, and there's a rumor swirling around that I don't have any idea if there's any validity to. It doesn't really make sense in my mind, but who knows, that he cheated on a final and he wasn't going to be eligible or something, and they were making him leave. I don't know if there's anything to that, if there was an academic thing.
I mean, look, unless it's coming from Dan Palm, I don't really believe it, but they
True.
I need I don't know, I think there's always too, we were all 20. I mean, I'm only 23 now, but there's weird things going on in college people's lives. I saw plenty of abrupt moves from students, a lot. Things happen randomly. So I don't know. I don't want to jump to anything too crazy. Is what's going on in his life or whatnot. But there's also, maybe just someone came through with a fat check from Louisville. I have no idea.
In my personal opinion,
I mean, Patino was giving guys bags there 10 years ago.
He was giving them a lot. In my personal opinion, I don't think whatever Louisville was offering him was going to be enough on top of what Iowa was going to offer to pull him away strictly financially. Louisville's not a better defense than Iowa. There aren't many of those out there. Louisville, I suppose you could argue, has a better chance at making the playoff if that's Cohen Intringer's number one thing. But is that what pulled him away? People were thinking, is he going to go to Michigan State with LeVar? Is Michigan going to pull him away because he's from Ann Arbor, or he's from Michigan? It just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm not really sure what to make of it. Before we move forward, let's hit on a couple ads real quick. FanDuel, again, we got odds on a national championship here. Let me bring those up. Indiana just destroying everybody. I don't know what those odds are looking like now.
I'm gonna guess it's Indiana minus 300. If I had to
open 7.5 up to 8.5 last I saw.
8.5 on your FanDuel Sportsbook. You can get the Indiana Hoosiers.
Hammered the 7.5 as soon as I saw it.
Kevin likes the Hoosiers. Miami is the 10 seed, obviously coming into this, making a little bit of a Cinderella run. Great defense on Miami. Indiana seems absolutely unstoppable. 8.5 is the line. 48.5 is the over/under. You can get that on FanDuel, as well as every other thing you want to bet on there. Go nuts. Go crazy with the Blue Sportsbook app, as well as, and I don't have their logo up today, but, and this is going to be a little bit weird, so bear with me as we announce this sponsor, because it just sounds a little bit tilted, right? Illini Golf.
Can you spell it?
Exactly how you think it's spelled. Like the Illinois Illini, Fighting Illini. Made a mutual connection. Hawkeye fan. Owns Illini Golf. This is a long-standing business in central Illinois. Hawkeye fan now owns it. We're sponsored by them.
Hey.
Well, that being the case, I've actually been a fan of Illini golf for a long time. I've often said that it's some of the best golf that anyone in Central Illinois can play, and really
let me
anyone
tell you
in this
about
country can play.
If you're a golfer in Central Illinois, chances are you already know about Illini Golf. For more than 40 years, it's been the local hotspot for expert advice, great gear, people who actually live and breathe the game. Now, Illini Golf has moved into their new home at the Peoria Metro Center, a state-of-the-art year-round boutique golf experience for everyone. Beginners, juniors, high school players, scratch golfers, anyone. This place is for you. with 5 Foresight Falcon simulators, award-winning club fittings, lessons, repairs, and the only publicly accessible putt view green in Illinois. It's the perfect spot to stay dialed all winter long. Open 7 days a week, rain or shine, Illini Golf isn't just a store. It's the new home for golf in Central Illinois. And potentially, if you live in Eastern Iowa, Iowa City, Dubuque, Davenport, anybody over there want to take a little trip, get fitted for some clubs, play on those Falcon fuck you simulators? Is that what they were called? Foresight Falcon simulators.
I would say there's no way there's no way that was a trademark name. There's just no.
They sound
no
sick.
chance they approve that.
They sound sick to me.
Is that the direct quote in the ad read was for the simulator?
Yeah, 5 Foresight Falcon simulators.
Oh, well, I thought you said something else.
That's what I thought that it was. Go check them out. It's actually a 6 store. They just went into a new location. It's if you're a golfer, it's a great spot to go. You can book an event. You can have a little simulator night while it's cold. Obviously, Iowa, Illinois, not the greatest spot to golf in the middle of January, but they are providing you a way to do that. Let's go and try and dissect a little bit more of these commits. There's about 4 or 5 more. Again, we don't know a lot about these guys, but they're going to be Hawkeyes, and a lot of them are going to contribute a lot to next year's team. Lance Ingold. And I want to make a point that Tyler Barnes, KF, the squad over there in Iowa City are going after guys with multiple years of eligibility. I love this. We're not just 1 year renting these guys. We're going after young guys from lower levels that have immediately proven success. A couple FCS All-Americans. We're going to get to the one that committed today. Lance Ingold is a 6'7", not trying to joke, 6'7" D-end sophomore out of Northern Illinois. Last year he was
FPS.
Yeah, I mean ball player, right? I was trying to find his stats.
Is he the highest paid MAC player now? Technically.
Yes, technically. Defensive end posted 17 tackles, 1.5 sacks as a redshirt freshman for the Huskies last season. This was a big one, and everybody was waiting for it. Hey, are we going to be able to can we get a receiver? We're talking about this Tony Diaz guy, the Boogeyman. Come on now. His nickname's the Boogeyman.
Boogeyman.
I've heard some other people are calling him Tony Soprano Diaz, but we'll work.
Did see that on Twitter.
I know I posted that, and then I think like his strength trainer or something corrected me. I don't know. I'm sure he's great. Shout out Coach Calvin over at
he's actually
San Antonio,
the
Texas,
boogeyman.
but it's like that's the boogeyman. And I was like, well, we'll work. We're workshopping things. We got a lot of time till the season. I
don't mind having the boogeyman as an Iowa Hawkeye. And oh, by the way, and I understand lower level, he hauled in 68 receptions for almost 900 yards and 11 touchdowns as a redshirt freshman last season. Boogeyman. Tony Diaz. Get used to the name, baby. Also, I saw one of the beat writers went and got a quote or went and kind of did a little research, asked around. They said, this is a culture guy. We love that.
Well, how about this? We got a receiver over at Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
That's a period, end of sentence. That's all.
Oh, yeah. We got them over. Sorry, I was half listening. Yes, Alabama came in and I think offered this guy, brought him onto campus, and he went and visited and still chose the Hawks.
Just making me wonder, is Tony the Boogeyman might need to be Tony the Bankman Diaz.
Depending on how much we offer. Yeah.
This might be some writing on the wall there. But.
Okay. And then today, as of Sunday, I think all 3 of these guys committed today. LJ Phillips Jr., South Dakota, has rushed for more than 1,900 yards last season, along with 19 touchdowns. FCS All-American. We lost Jazz Patterson. Jazz announced he was going to Michigan State. He's following Coach Woods. We just added an All-American in the running back room. Dude's a stud. He's small guy. Little guy. Thick guy, though. Big. He's the biggest He's the biggest small guy I've ever seen.
I had a friend, one of the biggest in the world. big, powerful guy.
He's a huge guy. He's a huge guy.
Big. It's like
the stable just reloads, huh?
Yeah, man. And that's a stud. That guy's a stud. Kamari, him, Xavier Williams, Nathan McNeil, the freshman who flashed a little bit. And then the safety we added today, I don't know how much this guy is going to play right away, as much as maybe he's a depth piece. Xavier Stiles, 6'2", 190, played for Robert Morris last year. He had 36 tackles and interceptions, 6 pass breakups, 2 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery as a redshirt freshman for the Robert Morris.
They're the Colonials, I believe.
Right. Yep. I don't know.
Shout out to lacrosse powerhouse, Robert Morris. Often
shout out to him. And then a couple hours ago, the latest transfer from Furman, another wide receiver.
They're the Paladins, by the way.
The Paladins. Evan James, this guy had 65 catches for 800 yards and 7 touchdowns as a true freshman last year. We got guys who catch a lot of balls for a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns. 2 of them, the Boogeyman and Evan James. Evan James is going to need to come up with a nickname quickly.
Kevin James.
Probably not.
Evan James would be an elite addition to the line.
Not a receiver. So if you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's 11. Is that 11 guys?
Now, I do have one issue with that group.
Okay.
I noticed that none of those athletes, well, I do think they are all valuable. None of them are a Australian-born punter.
Sure. We are punterless right now that I know of. Mm-hmm. And we need one of those. Gonna have to punt at some point, though I do believe less than we have in the past. I think
they're just that confident. They're like, actually, we think Tony Soprano Diaz is that good that we probably won't have to do anything.
The Boogeyman might be that good. And God, if he is, can you imagine? We need to get on merchandise right away, by the way. The walk-ons need to carry a Boogeyman, Tony Diaz Boogeyman t-shirt. Tony, if you're listening, hit us up. We can figure something out. We'll get the design people on it. There's no punter. And maybe Tyler Barnes said, you know what? We feel really good about our offense. We don't need one. Probably not the case. I think we need 2 of them, actually.
We're going to go with the Madden strategy this year where you're going to onside kick every single time. We are going to never punt, and we're going to go for 2 every single option.
Hashtag never punt would be great.
Isn't that school? Didn't Presbyterian try that for a while?
I know there was a high school team that famously never kicked the ball.
I was gonna say there is I think a story out there that some people tell themselves analytically. The game's all about analytics now. That you should actually punt much less than teams do. I don't know. We are gonna need a punter. We will add one. We do not have one. Aiden here in the chat says would like to add another D tackle and a punter. If we do, it'd be a hell of a transfer class, and I agree with that. There's a lot of people out there bitching and moaning that we don't have any Power 4 players. Why aren't we getting anybody from big schools? And I understand the quick twitch reaction there. Like, hey, what if they were already at a big school? It means somebody valued them before us.
Moneyball.
Yeah, I think
you're gonna overpay for those guys.
You're gonna overpay, and I think if you're getting someone who's making a move like that. Why weren't they? What's wrong with them? Maybe is a question you would have to ask. Why aren't they staying at a place that is theoretically on the same level as Iowa? Was it a behavior issue? Were they not producing for a reason? Did they not pan out? Was the talent evaluation not good out of high school? Whereas a lot of these guys we're adding were those guys who were. They were overlooked in high school. Then they come out into the lower level and they just dominate. They have stats. They go crazy. Boogeyman. We need. This episode's just called Boogeyman. if he just goes off for the Hawks next year, can you like how much fun are we gonna have?
I kind of like. I mean, we got between Boogeyman and Reese Vanderzee, Z Top, and Howard too. Even like we got guys that can catch the ball.
I think
Banami,
Banami,
Dude.
maybe Banami.
Now he can be a dude.
He can be a dude, and I don't know if it's him or what, or Eichholt who moves the numbers, but we've never had a clip, a reel, go more viral on Facebook than the latest DJ Banami.
Specifically Facebook, not any of the other.
Facebook it got like over 10,000 plays in the last like 3 days. We've never had something. I don't know if it's doing that well on Instagram. I haven't checked, but Facebook went crazy. It went crazy with the older folks.
It got into that 50 to 60.
Oh yeah,
algo.
The boomers love DJ Vanami's potential. So that is currently our transfer class. We have a couple holes to fill still, right? Still about filling holes. And it's always going to be about filling holes. But we filled a lot of them. I think we like our talent. It seems like the guys that we wanted, the guys we chose to go after, we got most of them. And a lot of guys who could produce right away. So exciting stuff. Again, this is all just potential, right? The transfer portal is a total crapshoot. It's a little bit like Iowa basketball. If this feels a little bit like Christmas, you're like, oh, we got all these new presents. When do we get to what are they going to work? Does this one need batteries? Can
Also,
we return?
get rid of some of your old stuff.
Yeah. And you got to get rid of your old
except
shit.
it's weird. Like some other guy just came in and took my presents from last year, which is a little strange. But
I did have
I do like these presents, but I was also enjoying.
We did a Game Boy
ones.
last year, but
I
PlayStation.
really liked this one present for the last 2 years, and now it's gone, and I don't know who took it or why.
Should be loud.
That's funny as shit. B Walker says, question for Kevin and Tyler. If you could have transferred for insane money when you played, would you have thought about it? Yeah, we answered that at the top. Again, I just don't know in me and Kevin's situations how much insane money was going to be offered to the two of us. Right? I think at one point they would have paid me to leave the team.
I mean, yeah, if you're throwing insane money in front of our face, like
I'll tell you this, if someone would have offered me
insane money,
if someone would have offered me $250,000, which would be insane money for a specialist, fuck, I might have had to say sayonara to KF and the boys. $250,000 to long snap a football in college? Now, I don't know what the long snapper market's out there. I know Indiana just signed a long snapper and a punter. What's Indiana paying? What's Mark Cuban paying specialists these days? I would have listened. I would have had a conversation.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta start a new TV show where it's Shark Tank, but you just go pitching players in the portal.
It's all about the transfer portal. Yeah.
I'm
Sharks?
seeking. Hi, Sharks.
Hey, Sharks.
I'm seeking 10% of a $3 million contract opportunity for this 3-year starter at a Power 4 school.
or maybe we have the portal. They go in there. Good evening, Sharks. I'm a redshirt freshman from North Dakota State. Last year, I had 32 catches for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. I'm looking for an opportunity at $500,000 to play for the Iowa Hawkeyes. I'm out.
And for those reasons, I'm out.
Mark Cuban, man, funding a national.
You don't have a nickname like the Boogeyman, and for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm just really concerned about the nickname department of these players. I mean, you're just not. So are we sure that nickname's worth $300,000?
Might not be.
It's all about branding.
Yeah, your personal brand just isn't enough, and for that reason, no. So that's the transfer portal class right now. Again, not sure what to make of it. It's a lot of fun to project and think about what they're all going to be great. They're all going to be All-Americans, right? Essentially what you're looking at right now is you're looking at a couple DBs who are going to probably contribute right away as we lose Cohen, we lose Wampa, we lose TJ Hall. That's 3 guys that are gone. We have Deshaun Lee and Lutmer back from those starting 5 last year. So we added 3 safeties. I don't know how they shift around or who steps in from who we already have. but there's some players right there. We lost 3 players, or are going to lose 3 players to the NFL draft on the offensive line. Does Trent Wilson from JMU, young kid, step in and take one of those spots? Potentially. Obviously, we've talked about Howard and RVZ as a base for the wide receiver room. Tony Diaz, the boogeyman, and Evan James from Furman are going to step in. Could they contribute right away in the receiving core? And then I think it's pretty safe to say with the way we use running backs, LJ Phillips, the All-American out of South Dakota, he's going to get a lot of touches. And then who knows where Lance Ingold. I know we have 3 D linemen have signed, right? We lost Brian Allen in the transfer portal. He committed to Vandy. Interesting commitment there. A lot of playing time and snaps on that D-line rotation. So those 3 guys are probably going to all play right away.
You think coach just dapped up Brian Allen Jr. after the bowl game? He was like, hey, how does
we'll double your reps and we'll double your...
There's a number on this piece of paper. You let me know how that looks.
He could have literally just said, hey, we'll double your reps, we'll double your money. And Brian Allen was like, all right.
So I don't see him go to, but wish him
well. Gray's Gourmet to go.
Fire.
Super Bowl's coming up in just a few weeks. What if you catered Gray's and those delectable chicken lips, those fat, juicy lips, to your Super Bowl party? There's nothing stopping you. You can do it.
Sourdough pizza.
A little pizza.
Street tacos.
Oh my God. It's like Gray's was made for the Super Bowl. Actually, funny enough, I talked to him the other day. He said, I'm going to make you guys, I'm going to record a little Super Bowl ad so you guys can play it. I was like, hell yeah. Give me another Pete Reed, baby.
We're getting Pete Scorsese. He's filming
We're getting Pete Scorsese, baby.
He's doing a little director's cut commercial. I love it.
Pete Scorsese.
We got to have Peyton Kim back on sometime.
We should. We really should have them on this year. I know for a fact they'd love to do it. Doc says lips get tips.
Lips get tips.
And you could have lips.
Tip.
You don't even need it. You could have tips. Lips or tips. We don't discriminate around here.
Oh boy. Sorry. There's
shout out to Grays. Get them for dinner, the Super Bowl, or whenever. There's really no bad time to eat. And then this is a little shameless plug. I talked about it last year just briefly in the summer when we started this up, but I am going to use my own platform here to advertise for Kluver Lawn Care. The spring season is fast approaching, and the Kluver brothers, me included, one of 3, we're trying to. This is our first full year of being a lawn care business, ground up, baby, fully self-funded. We're trying to build this thing up.
Are we giving free ads right now?
Absolutely, to myself.
It sounds like a free ad.
It's an absolute. You think we're paying for it? Fuck no, we ain't got no. We have no marketing budget, Kev, and that's why you have to use what you have at your. So real quick, I'm not going to say anything more, but if you sign up with Kluver Lawn Care right now, you're in the Des Moines area, mostly on between Waukee and Ankeny. We'll do your mowing this season, the whole mowing season, basically, April to November-ish. You sign up right now, we'll take 10% off if you sign up for a full season contract. Because it's our first full year, we worked up to a decent client list last year, a decent route, but we are not full by any means, and we are trying to provide an unbelievable service and earn long-term customers right now. So if you're in the Des Moines area, Ankeny, Grimes, Johnson, Waukee, let us cut your grass, baby. Let us trim your bushes. We'll give you a free quote. Just hit me up. Indiana is the greatest football team of all time? Question mark. They sure are playing like it.
Ooh.
I don't believe that, by the way, but
I don't know if I do either. I mean,
if they weren't wearing Indiana jerseys, would it make it easier for you to believe? Like if they were wearing.
No,
I mean, it's a valid point, but
actually, yeah, that is a good point.
I'm just gonna say that 2019 LSU team.
You look at Joe Burrow's stats, man.
Well, they did the stat comparison. He's got Fernando's got some. He's better in some categories.
But dude, he has like double the touchdowns.
I'm
Burrow
telling
does.
Justin Jefferson, Joe Burrow,
Jamar Chase.
Jamar
Dog.
Chase.
And this is, of course, we don't know what these
Brother,
guys are.
there ain't never been a better offense ever.
This is unbelievable, Doc. Just real quick. Clue Cuts is unbelievable. Clue Cuts can. Should have named the company that. Yeah, this Indiana team, Becker, Surratt, Mendoza, Hemby. They got some dogs. Are they the best dogs ever? Ugh. I think they're playing like a damn team right now.
They're a phenomenal team. Phenomenal. Team.
Unbelievable.
Extremely well coached too, and you can see that on the film. You know, maybe my thing is I just, you look at that 2019 LSU team and the talent is just at mouth-watering levels.
Yeah.
But team versus team, maybe you can make a comparison, but I think the talent on that 2019 LSU team is just way above what Indiana's got. And they got some dudes. Indiana's got some dudes.
That Surratt is a
dude. The contested catches that guy makes is unreal.
God. He catches everything.
Yeah, he's a dog.
And by the way, I know it. I'm just gonna say it again. We should have beat.
Don't say it. Don't.
Yeah.
Kevin and I were there. We watched it. We should have actually.
No, we dead rights. Had them.
In fact, let me pull up the ESPN win probability chart just to make us sad.
I mean, the win probability isn't even going to factor in that we had the perfect play call to steal the game.
Yeah. True.
It was there.
When Lutmer intercepted that pass, our win probability jumped to 82.2%.
It's like you're just
kill me,
stabbing me over and over again, Clover.
I mean, I think if you
it's having a nice day.
If you factor in like the play call right before we throw the football, that's at 95%.
I downloaded that in preps for all these film room episodes and things we're gonna do. I actually downloaded the Indiana film on Friday, and I was sifting through it, and I watched the screen pass. Of course, I did.
Yeah. Yeah, and view.
Oh yeah. Oh, brother, we're walking in.
It's just the most wide open.
We're just we are fucking walking in, crawling. Oh,
hurts.
It hurts so bad when you rewatch it, and when the clip of Lutmer intercepting the pass across over the middle comes up, there's 2 minutes left, and he returns it to our 30-yard line. We know what happened. Kevin and I were in the stadium watching it, and I still in my head think, oh, fuck, we win that game. Oh, we're going to win that game because you intercept a pass and you take it back that deep into their territory with 2 minutes left. You win that game.
You win that game.
And we didn't win that game.
We did not win that game.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's the end of the show.
Hurts. Also, I'm going to say Indiana also had they had to go. I mean, they had a couple of tough road matches where they had to pull something out of their ass to win. So I'm going to nix the
battle test
of all time.
For the Oregon game, we stood there in the rain and watched them bail themselves out against Penn State.
Yep.
Which again, 6-6 ball club, but like talented roster, and they had to go win that game on a fourth quarter drive.
Yeah. Let's pull LSU's 2019 schedule because I don't know if they had any close games.
They had a close one with Florida because remember the guy threw the shoe and like they
threw the shoe. No, I don't remember the shoe.
So there was a guy on like Florida had stopped them. I want to say on like a 3rd and long. It was like 3rd and 8, and then one of the receivers loses a shoe, and the Florida defensive back just picks it up and throws it.
Okay, now
first down.
And
then I think they went down and just won the game.
Okay,
yeah.
So, all right, so here we go. Open with Georgia Southern, 55-3. Played Texas the next week.
I remember that game. Yeah,
45-38.
That was 2020. Shoot, never mind. Don't listen to me.
Played
That
Northwestern
was at Texas, right?
at Texas.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Third game of the year, 65-14 over Northwestern State. Beat Vanderbilt 66-38. Beat Utah State 42-6. Florida played them close, 42-28. Beat Mississippi State 36-13. Snuck away from Auburn 23-20.
Is Auburn like?
Dude, they beat Alabama 46-41. They had some games in there, man.
And that was prime Bama though. That was prime Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Bama.
13th ranked Bama at the end of the year, I think.
Um,
Beat Ole Miss 58-37, beat Arkansas 56-20, Texas A&M 50-7, Georgia 37-10. And then in the playoff, beat Oklahoma 63-28, Clemson 42-25 for the, is that the Natty?
Mm-hmm. Beat Trevor Lawrence.
Any other honorable mentions as far as best teams ever? I think, oh man,
Miami.
They always say Miami 02?
It was a 1.
the team that
01?
didn't even win it.
Maybe? I don't know.
2000?
I think 2012, 2013, Bama, one of those teams was.
Oh, they were dirty. Yeah.
I always say this too, is that it's never going to get considered as one of the greatest teams ever because of the COVID year. 2020 Bama, that roster was ridiculous.
I thought you were going to say 2020
and they also just destroyed everyone they played. But like the 2020 Bama team was disgusting. I'd be
Is it
curious to
Mickey-
see what it looked like in like a real actual
It's a Mickey Mouse
non-COVID
year.
year, but they were gross.
Yeah, fair point.
We have one more conversation to have before we close the podcast today. And that is we're going to shift to NFL here. Does there need to be a real conversation about the electrical substation next to the 49ers facility?
Who's got it?
Is there any scientific data that says that this has any sort of effect on human biology whatsoever?
I don't know, but we are recording this. There were some comments earlier in the chat. We're going to eventually get to it. We are recording this just hours after Kittle seemingly,
He is
hopefully
officially torn
not,
his
but
he's officially torn his
it
Achilles.
is official.
Yeah.
So Kittle
Yeah,
tore
it's-
his Achilles. And that 49ers team going into tonight's game, before Kittle's injury, has been riddled with injuries. Fred Warner, Bosa, I think a few others on offense.
For years.
For you, yeah.
And for years, they have struggled with injuries. They're the team that, 2 years ago, was down to like a fourth quarterback in the playoffs trying to win a football game. I don't know if there's scientific evidence, but it might be worth It might be worth.
There
looking
are
into.
certain fields I will notice that people are getting hurt on dramatically more often than others. Like Commanders, feels like there's just grisly injury there every single year. And you got 49ers, a lot of injuries. Like it's just.
Is there any data on the turf versus grass thing?
Let me see. Let's chat GPT that one. Yeah, because George is a huge proponent of grass.
Yeah. But the Eagles have grass, right?
They do.
They do.
Studies showing little or no significant difference currently.
That's what Big Turf wants you to believe.
Studies showing there's a high school cohort study where the athletes
Well, I
were
feel like
50
it wouldn't be that hard for someone to go back and document all of the ACL tears over the last 10 years and find out what percent of them were on turf, what percent were on grass.
Okay, so here's something. Lower extremity injury patterns, higher risk on turf. NFL data from 21-22 showed a higher rate of lower extremity injuries per game, 1.42 versus 1.22, and significantly higher odds of season-ending surgery on turf.
There you go. Now, what about electrical substations?
Can you cross-reference this data with electrical substance?
I don't know if those studies have been done. I think somebody might be starting one real soon, and I think they wear 49ers colors.
Well, I mean, if I think the league, or at least the 49ers, might be highly liable to a lawsuit if
Bro.
it comes out that
If it's proven,
they were negligent and, this has been damaged. Like, just think about lost earnings over.
that's a dangerous workplace.
Yeah, no, think about lost earnings. You're talking like hundreds of millions of dollars of lost earnings.
I don't know where Kittle's contract was at. I know he signed a big one like 2 years ago. Like, who knows how long he had, and who says that he can't come back and still have some great years, but like the odds decrease drastically.
Mhm.
And as you can imagine, Drake was fucking hot in the group chat today after that happened. He was not happy.
So speaking of Drake, here's a interesting tweet I saw.
I hate watching the Achilles happen. I
almost threw up watching George's.
It's the worst injury to watch happen.
God.
So Diana Rossini today reported a San Francisco 49ers employee just walked into the locker room carrying what appeared to be a bottle of tequila. Best guess, it's for George Kittle. This is in the middle of the game.
Is that a real report?
This Diana Rossini is the Athletic. Yeah, that's a very real reporter. Senior NFL reporter, the Athletic. Good. She does good work.
I think Kittle was just smoking a bottle of liquor.
Was that employee named Drake Kulik?
I don't think. No, it wasn't. I know for a fact it wasn't. But Drake would do anything for George. If George texted Drake in the locker room and was like, "Yo, get me a bottle of."
Like, I don't think that's that crazy. I don't know. I'd have to ask Drake himself, but
I'm sure he'll be on in some amount of weeks or months here eventually, and we can ask him.
Happy they got the win, though.
They did pull out a win in Philly against Cooper DeJean's Eagles, who Coop had a big play late in that game, prevented a touchdown. They scored on the next play, not Coop's fault. But, by the way, Coop and Jack Campbell, all pros.
Shout out.
Which is harder than Pro Bowl.
Jack Campbell, great year. Had
an all-pro year. Mm-hmm. There's only one spot that they take for that all-pro first team. And Coop and Jack Campbell are on it. Holy shit, that is insane, man. Good for them.
Happy for them.
Every single game so far. We've had the Bears Packers game last night.
Pretty crazy.
Insane. Jacksonville Bills earlier today.
Pretty crazy. This is unfair. How do you feel? It wasn't long ago that you were crapping all over Coach Cohen in his press conference, and I said, "Hey, let's give him a chance." What did you say, Kluber? What did you do?
It's still the corniest.
Give him a chance.
Yeah, it's still the corniest shit I've ever seen. But hey, good for making the playoffs.
So I got a question for you guys. Maybe not a question, but just statement I would like to get you guys' feelings on.
Okay.
You throw a teaser out there, and it hits.
Okay.
But you didn't need to tease any of the legs. Does that almost hurt more?
It's a great question.
You just
I've had it happen. It happened to me this year.
Yeah, I mean, it just happened to me this weekend. I went 4-4. But the Bears came back and won somehow. The Bills covered, or the Bills won. They were a dog. I had the Niners. They won outright. And then who else did I have? Who else played yesterday?
I had a nice little parlay hit.
Panthers. I had the Panthers. Oh, and they covered.
Yeah, what did you get the Panthers up to like
16 and a half?
Huge, yeah, like 20.
Yeah, the Rams. That was a crazy game too.
Yeah, God, but yeah, damn. So I teased them all up and didn't need any of them. So like basically left 2/3 of the money on the table if you just do the straight spread. So it kind of hurts a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then watch, if you just did it normally, it would have been like Rams 40, Panthers 3. Like you would just
yeah.
Like probably. That's just how it always is. It's like I was gonna bet JMU, and then I didn't, and they covered with ease. Like that's how it always is.
I would say I'm with Hawk in North Liberty here. When you win, it's hard to say it's worse.
Yeah, I know. It's just what could have been,
But if you are gonna bet teasers, parlays, win some cash, do it with FanDuel. Great NFL going on, and you got a quick pull on the score right now. Anybody watching on the side? Anybody got a?
Oh, it's 3-3. Well,
3-3.
That score might change in 2 seconds here.
Who's gonna score?
It is now 6-3, New England.
Okay. New England up 6-3 on the Chargers.
It's about halftime.
Ooh, low scoring.
You guys had, who's your guys' favorite to win the Super Bowl?
The Denver Broncos.
Dumb question, Kev. Dumb question.
Next question.
For me,
Who's your favorite to win the NFL, the Super Bowl?
Does it feel like it's really close this year? Like more than
Yeah,
others?
I feel it's. I mean, even the betting odds say
AFC side, I think, is wide open. I would be pretty stunned NFC if it wasn't Rams, Seahawks, or Niners. Well, like that's 3 teams. There's only 4 left. But like even like I feel like it's Seahawks gap.
Are the Seahawks
Rams
that good?
Gap.
The
49ers.
Seahawks are good, and they are the favorite currently.
It's the defense. It's just
wow.
Defense is great.
Plus,
odds
courtesy of FanDuel. Seahawks plus 300, Rams plus 310. You know, this is a little skewed right now because there's several teams that have yet to play.
I would say,
but as far as teams that have gone through to the next round already, it is Seahawks, Rams, Bills, Broncos. It's then the Patriots, even though they haven't won yet. Then the Texans, even though they haven't won yet. And then it's the Bears, Niners, Chargers, Steelers.
I don't know if I have I like the Rams betting wise. I think if I'm betting and you made me, I'm picking the Rams.
To get that crazy value of 310 compared to plus 300 on Seattle.
Well, no, I just
like 290 on Seattle right now. So
I just like the Rams better than Seattle.
We just bumped them up. That was a crazy sharp money coming in after listening to the show.
The walk on protecting the books. If I'm getting
Broncos plus 700, Grant, 7-1 odds right there.
This is a little bulletin board material.
If you're asking who I'm rooting for, and this is 100% truth, I want Bo Nix and the Broncos to win the Super Bowl this year, and if they don't, I would like to see Josh Allen get one.
That's fair. I'm okay with you.
Those would be the first 2 that I would want to win a Super Bowl. And that's actually tough too. If Kittle and the Niners are right up there as well. Like I like those 3 teams. I have a rooting interest there for, there's some Hawkeyes on those teams.
Yeah, they're just the Niners at plus 2,000 if you like them.
I don't. I think they're a miracle if they win the Super Bowl this year. It's an absolute miracle.
Do you think so last time the 49ers had a large injury in the playoffs, right? When QB goes down and they're like, we're going to call in Phillip Rivers.
Uh-huh.
Do they just call in like, hey, Tony Gonzalez, you available? Like,
so the Colts didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Can Phillip Rivers be signed as a free agent right now?
I have no idea.
What do they do? By the way, do you guys remember when he did like a whole retirement video, 1-day contract with the Chargers, like 8 months ago? Do they have to redo that now? Is that
yes, they do.
Have we just discussed that? I don't know. Is there a rule for that?
I don't know what the rules are.
So going back to the Niners Seahawks, they split the series this year. You know, Niners won 17-13 week 1. Last week, they lost 13-3.
Yeah, so. But yeah, I don't know. I think that what we've seen, we're going to continue to see. I think the games are going to be phenomenal. NFL teams' ability to run 2-minute offenses blow my mind. It makes for such good TV. It's amazing.
The quarterbacks are just damn good.
They're so damn good.
And the receivers are so fast. And
it makes for such great games late. It's amazing to watch. And you've literally seen it in all 4 games so far. I hope you see it again tonight and again tomorrow night and throughout the playoffs. That's all we got. There's probably going to be more portal news. When this comes out, there will probably be another commit. That's the way it goes. There's 5 more days open in the portal. I've got January mapped out here. We've got some other episodes that we're going to do, some other things we're going to talk about, and maybe some guests that we'll have on if they say yes. We appreciate you guys being here. Again, check out the Patreon. Join the special teams unit or Hawk Team 6 over there on the Walk On Army. Get the Discord access, extra film behind the scenes, and a bunch of other cool perks, as well as helping the children at the Children's Hospital. Thank you for watching.